We can totally do that.
Just kidding.
What?
Boom, we are live. Boom. All right, I know it's weird, right? All right, we are live. This is Time Tyler. This is the After Touch podcast. We got Taft. And then we have our special guest, Allie.
Hi.
Boom. It's Allie Barnes.
Allie Barnes.
All right,
Allie
boom.
Barnes.
Allie Barnes. All right, sweet. We're going to talk about some cool stuff. We just figured we'd start recording because we're missing out on all this cool, juicy stuff.
Yeah, we were having good
We just started
conversation
chatting.
before. We were talking about yoga, talking about music. So
Mhm.
Allie does music as well. And kind of, you have a lot of hobbies.
You're exposing my secrets here.
I mean,
Just
you have
kidding.
a lot of hobbies.
I do
so we'd
have a
love
lot
to
of
hear
hobbies.
about them.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I do yoga right now. Like that's my main. Do I look at you or do I look at the camera?
You can look at Tyler, whoever.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look at both of
Come on.
us. Anybody.
Hey, hey guys.
You can look at me if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Both of you. I'll switch back and forth. So I do yoga right now. Like that's my main focus. Is teaching yoga locally, and I'm about to release a video series that we'll probably talk about at some point. But like my whole life, it's kind of been like 1,000 hobbies and doing 1,000 things. And so like in high school, I was into music and I played in a folk band and like fronted a folk band, wrote everything, played guitar, piano, sang
chill.
because I was like trained as a vocalist, and a few other instruments like here and there, like hippie teenager. And then I moved out to Utah and I was like, I'm going to be an academic. And I
You want to be a
left it all.
teacher?
No, just like be smart.
Be smart. Where did you move from?
San Diego.
San Diego.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I moved here, decided I wasn't going to do the whole folk music thing anymore, but then obviously missed it. So I studied at BYU, but then I started bringing back music here and there. So every once in a while, I'll still kind of like jump in. Over the years, I've done backing vocals for some bands just for live shows, and I have just demos that I've recorded that I just keep to myself until I find the right people to do it with. But it's pretty fun. It's been fun to collaborate with people over the years, and I still have a huge passion for music. Before we started the podcast, we started nerding out over comic books
Yeah.
and music.
Comic books are the best. Is everyone's audio good? Can you hear her?
Oh, yeah, I can hear.
I'm just going to
Good.
put this.
Yeah,
Oh,
make sure it's real
okay.
close.
Gotta make
Real
sure.
Perfect.
close.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're nerding out on comic books. My favorite thing. Taft also likes comic books.
Yeah, I love
We're comic book
books.
nerds.
I want to be. I need to get into it.
You do need to get into
Yeah.
it.
So, what superheroes do you like?
Ooh, that's a really,
Do you like
Oh.
superheroes or?
That's a good question. What superhero? Okay,
I don't know.
maybe
Well,
who's better, Batman or Superman? That's actually the most important
That
question.
is pretty
Who's
important.
better, Batman or Superman?
okay, all I know would be going off of the movies, and I haven't seen all the Superman movies, so I don't feel like I can accurately tell you what I feel. But I have seen the newer Batman movies.
Yeah. that's
Sorry,
good.
yeah, I haven't seen a lot. But I like all the movies that I see that are superhero movies. I just haven't seen as many as I should have.
The answer was Batman, by the way.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I just
You
didn't
played
know
it
what to say.
safe. Yeah, just don't
wanted
answer.
To, yeah, I don't
Play it
want to
safe.
rock the boat or anything.
Yeah.
But that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Tyler and I, we both would recommend Batman. Those
Okay.
are really cool comics.
Okay.
Very good comics
I
to
will.
get into and start.
I'll give it a shot.
So, I know Batman does yoga. I can show you some pictures.
Probably.
What got you? So you're starting your own. So you're starting your own like tutorial videos for yoga.
Mhm.
If I'm right, what made you go into yoga first? Like, why are you teaching it? I mean, you probably
Mhm.
like bomb diggity at it. And then why do why further it more and do tutorials?
Yeah, so I don't know why I started yoga. No idea. I started again when I was a teenager. One of those hobbies that I think I just started watching Rodney Yee DVDs in my room. And Rodney,
I
no,
have no
okay.
idea. Wait,
He's
who-
great. He's-
Rodney E.
Rodney Yee. So I started doing his like yoga DVDs.
He's
Um,
Asian.
Yeah,
He's
he's
Asian.
great. yeah. And just as a teenager, and went to some classes here and there, but like did it over the years, but like barely, because I kind of got bored. I'd get bored in yoga classes, or a lot on my mind. I'd want to get out of there, but I'd enjoy it. Like I felt good. And so I still enjoyed it. And in the back of my head, there was that kind of thought that like, sometimes I have things in the back of my head, like I could do that someday, or like I'd like to do that someday. And being a yoga teacher was one of them, even though it didn't make sense because I would get bored in the classes. I liked how I felt, but I would get bored. So, I had a friend a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, who was doing her yoga teacher training, and she was just great. And so she would do practice sessions with me. And then suddenly it was just like, oh, I could do this. Like it made sense. Like, oh, she's doing it, I can do it. Yeah. And so I ended up going and getting certified. And
you have to be certified?
You have to be certified. So I have, I'm certified as a yoga instructor. That's cool. I mean, some people aren't, but
so like
I think it's good to have that.
I can't just start my own YouTube videos, go crow.
Do you know what crow is? I want to see you do it right now.
Crow.
No, you do not want to see me do crow.
Okay, all right.
Just what did you have to do to be certified? Like, is there a problem?
Did you have to take a test? This position, go.
No, thank goodness no. Because honestly, I'm not super flexible. I think I do so many other things that like my muscles are really tight. So
like you're running.
Yeah, I run and I do stuff like that. And so I'm not super flexible. Maybe if I did yoga for like 2 hours every day, I'd be more flexible, but I don't. But what was the question?
I don't remember.
What process did you go through to be certified?
Yes. So the one I did was a 200-hour, and so
what? Whoa! That's a huge number.
Well, I know. Sometimes they're like 500 hours or things like that. Like there's
500. Wait, 500 hours of what?
Okay, so it's kind of comprised of lectures. So you're like in class being taught.
Okay, like
so
classes.
Yeah, it's all split up. So classes, and then personal practice. I keep track of my hours. Teaching hours, like practice teaching, anatomy study, philosophy study, going to classes. There's like a whole bunch of things. So I would have to my particular program, I did a lot of the stuff in class, but a lot of it was on my own time, which I don't work well on my own time. So it took me a while to get through it.
Yeah.
Because I have a hard time. Yeah.
The whole distracted easily?
Yeah.
Well, she does so many activities, bouncing around.
No, like independent study in college, I do terrible at those classes. I make
the online ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you just wait till the end of the...
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no one there to be like, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm terrible at them. So that was... I don't know why I chose to do it like that, but I liked the flexibility of it. But it was good. So I had a long time to do practice teaching, and because I took so long with everything else. So... It was really great. And so by the time I did finish my 200 hours, I felt very comfortable as a teacher. And so fun fact, I was also a social worker in the middle of that.
Oh, wow. You were busy doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
What did you do with social work?
So I worked with the Division of Child and Family Services.
Mm-hmm.
So my job was to prevent kids from being removed from the home. So like if there was an issue, we'd be like, okay, like what can we do to make sure we don't have to do some more interventions, like out of home interventions, or getting the kids back into their home. So I was kind of like the good guy out everyone, but there was still, I know, but it was still a really hard.
Do you have any like crazy stories?
Yeah, but I can't tell them to you.
Yeah, the stuff you've seen, probably heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was really hard. And I genuinely loved, if you're my clients, I love you. I loved everyone I worked with, and I genuinely cared about them, but it's just hard, and there's tricky situations, and yeah, there was a lot of hard situations, and I just noticed that I felt so different. Like when I would be leaving work, I would just be drained, and I would just want to go home and watch Netflix all the time because I was so tired, which I still do anyways. But
what are you Netflixing these days?
Wait, can I finish my story?
Yeah, my bad. I interrupted. That's so rude.
I'll be quick. Then I'll tell you what I'm Netflixing because I'm real stoked about it. So, but then when I was like practice teaching though, I'd feel so good and like energized afterwards, and I loved it. And so I was like, oh, I don't think I'm doing the right thing. I think I'm in the wrong field. So I left social work and just decided to do yoga. And so now I teach locally, and then
you do it full time.
No. I would get so burned out of that then. So I have some part-time things that I do, but I teach at a couple places, and then I'm working on these videos. Netflix. Let me answer your question.
I feel so bad for just like
No, this is my public plea to
I would have asked
whatever
the same
station
thing.
this is. So there's a show that I got really into, and it's called Making History. Have you guys heard of it?
I haven't. It sounds exciting.
It's
It sounds really fun.
hilarious, and it was canceled already. There's only 9 episodes.
So do you watch them like on rerun?
I keep showing friends, so I've like binge watched it a couple times now. But it's so good.
Making history.
It's called Making History. So I want to say it's, I don't know, network, maybe ABC. Whoever canceled it, they need to bring it back. This is my public plea. My public plea. It's so funny. And it's not raunchy. It's not dirty. There's a lot of poop jokes, but
Hey, we laugh.
I have the sense of humor of like a 14-year-old boy, so I can totally do
That's
that.
awesome.
It's hilarious. So that's what I have most recently. I was just visiting family in California this weekend, and I introduced my brother to it. So that's what's on my mind. And then, of course, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Rec are like my go-tos.
Okay.
So I like after the social work thing, especially the comedy, I was like, I need funny things. I can't do serious.
So do you feel that like you doing yoga, you went to yoga, and not like obviously when you're like good at it, you enjoy it. Do you see a difference in your life through doing yoga? So like I don't do yoga. Taft, do you do yoga at all?
No, I haven't. Like I've tried stretching, and honestly, just stretching, I start to sweat. Like I think people would be surprised at how vigorous just stretching for periods of time, like all the muscle groups is. And yoga's a lot of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like what are some positive things of yoga that you see from when you do yoga when you're not doing yoga? Like sell me on doing yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I watch your YouTube videos?
Well, so the main thing is I always feel good when I finish yoga, teaching or practicing. I always feel really good afterwards, just like all the heaviness, like it was a hard day, like it's gone, or I can like handle it or whatever. I feel way better just emotionally. But like physically, because I do a lot of other activities and I've had injuries over the years, and yoga helps me, I think, prevent that so far. Knock on wood. There's no wood here. I'll knock on this plastic table. So far, like I've been doing okay. And if I do get a little injury, I know what to do about it. And so that's kind of that's the main reason I do it now, and just kind of balance with the things that I do outside of that, like running and hiking. Those are kind of more impact, I guess.
Yeah, they're more
Athletic
stressing on the body.
Yeah. And so, and it's just, it's more intense. And so I like to go and do yoga afterwards to kind of calm down. And here's the hippie side coming out. Different, like calm the energy and like bring it all in.
Like the chi?
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're just
but
a
like
hippie,
there's a
man.
different, I know. I'm like, I told someone today, I was like, I'm kind of like a quarter hippie. Because I really love hamburgers and Netflix, but I do yoga.
Do hippies not eat hamburgers?
Some of them are like hardcore vegans, and
I think they are like quinoa.
oh, like
Quinoa.
We always bring up quinoa on our podcast.
Oh, there's some continuity. That's
It's
great.
It's a running joke. Just the word itself, like quinoa.
Do you even eat quinoa?
Do you do quinoa?
Do you eat
Okay.
quinoa?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I do eat quinoa.
So there's some. So it's a release that you get.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a release. How long should I so for someone like me?
Mm-hmm.
How long should I do the yoga for? Like, what's a good average time during a day for me to do yoga? Not 2 hours, I think. Is it 2 hours?
I would say 4 hours. Just kidding.
Oh.
No.
And do I need to be listening to music while I'm doing it? Like the do I need to do that?
I love this. Okay, when I walked in, he was singing. When I walked into the studio, he was singing and was like, he stopped as soon as we walked in. He didn't realize we're walking in. So I appreciate this. No, so I will say, like, when I teach, because I have a short attention span, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think we've noticed that with all that you do.
Yeah.
Running, donuts, hamburgers.
Yeah.
You're a
And you
hippie.
still need to talk donuts, but keep going. Sorry.
Well, I have strong opinions.
Oh, no.
So when I do longer classes, when I attend longer classes, you can tell I do feel better. even better, more betterer. Just
Better.
kidding. So I just feel really, really good. The longer I do it, my attention span's not there. And when I teach, my classes like tops are an hour and also part of that is because I know how I was when I first started practicing yoga, where I was that student that was like, can I just sneak out? Like, I've done 50 minutes. Like, we're still doing this. So I try to like teach to every student, you know?
Gotcha.
So I do keep it shorter just because I know how I was when I was first starting. So I try to be mindful of that. But the longer that you do it, I think like the better I feel physically and mentally, emotionally. I just feel clearer and lighter. Yeah. And so sometimes every once in a while I'll go to a longer class and just enjoy it.
That's cool. So I got to ask, why do they do hot yoga? Like, what's the benefit of hot yoga?
So my understanding, and I'm not a scientist or like, I don't know a lot of things about the body. I will say that. So I could be wrong.
You said you were certified.
I am certified. I do know some things, but like I couldn't, when I teach, I don't like, some teachers just say Sanskrit words, like the yoga poses in Sanskrit. And I'm like, I didn't learn those, but I can tell you what to do to feel good. You know, like I know what I'm doing. And I can't tell you every muscle. I studied it, but I didn't like do flashcards and spend 10 hours memorizing muscle names. So hot yoga though, if you're if the body is warmed up already, it helps warm up, you know, like if you had been, you know, like when you run, for example, you want to warm up first and do like a warm up mile or lap or whatever it is to get the body warm so you can perform better. So when you're doing hot yoga, I think your body's already warm, so you're more flexible. They're more.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so you can kind of go deeper into the poses and feel them deeper and stretch yourself a little bit further. I think.
Okay.
That's been my that's been my experience. I've done hot yoga, and that's been my experience where it just helps my performance instead of just warming up the body naturally.
Have you done hot yoga before, Tom?
No, I haven't. But I'm guessing you wouldn't recommend like cold yoga then. If there
never cold.
Is there cold yoga?
Well,
is there cold yoga?
Like in freezing weather?
No. You guys, I'm hosting an Alaska trip.
Yeah.
Got a winter yoga outdoor. No, I mean, it's just whatever room temperature it is. And so when I teach, it's never like freezing. Sometimes we'll have the air conditioning on. I guess, sorry, I'm going in circles here. I guess if you have the air conditioning on, you know, which you would want later on in the class.
Yeah, so after you're warmed up.
So sometimes you're chilly when you first start. So yeah, sometimes there's cold yoga, but it's never like the intention of being cold yoga. That's not a thing. I don't think that's a thing. That's probably a thing. You can Google that later.
It's not a thing yet.
Cold yoga might be a thing.
Exactly.
We'll start it.
That sounds horrible.
I'll just be
Snow yoga. Just kidding.
Snow yoga,
yeah. It'll just be like, all you have to do is do like a YouTube video, and you just make up some benefits.
Yeah.
We'll just have like the paramedics there for when people start losing toes or something.
You just have to go, whoops.
Yeah.
You just go, they were weak. They were too weak.
Too weak. You need to be more zen, guys.
Oh, totally zen. So, Allie, you enjoy your food. You like burgers. You like donuts. How do you balance enjoying this food and also keeping in shape, you know?
Because you are in shape.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look in shape.
Thank you.
Just practicing.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Well done. So I haven't always been in shape. I served a mission for my church a few years ago in the southern United States. And I was very stressed, and so I ate a lot. I stress ate, and also delicious southern food is a thing. So I came back, and I had gained weight. But I never thought that like, as a teenager, I wasn't, like, super skinny, but I wasn't, like, chubby or anything. I was just, like, normal body person. But I never thought I would lose the weight just because I just had never lost weight before. And so I just decided to like my body for what it was and nurture it for what it was, eat when I feel like eating, don't when I don't, and exercise a bit here and there because I wanted to. And then I just lost weight naturally, and I got to. And I think this is kind of just like
that's nice. I wish I could.
It's like my natural body, how it is. It's just because I listen to my body what it needs. That said, I was just on vacation at my family's house in California, and so I ate a lot of junk. But I let myself have that, you know?
Yeah,
and I was
enjoy it.
running every morning and
But it's not like you're not it's not like you're not active though.
Yeah.
You're still you run, you do yoga. Yoga's
Mhm.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're like just.
I'm definitely
sitting
not
there
just sitting
eating
there.
just McMuffins every day.
Yeah, are McMuffins? I guess. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm getting too much into that. Never mind.
What kind of you said like specifically?
I guess
before,
a
you're like,
sausage egg. When you said McMuffin, it sounded
oh,
like.
you like the sausage egg McMuffin?
Oh yeah.
Is it because it's cheaper? It's only $1.
Actually, I don't get them at McDonald's. I go to
Starbucks?
Gandolfo's.
Oh, I bet that's good, actually.
Oh, it's only like $1 more than McDonald's, and it's just this giant, like, fresh, amazing sandwich. Get the upstate.
The upstate. Let's
It's
remember
so
that. Let's
good.
go have one.
Gandolfo.
That sounds delicious.
I'm losing the question again. Oh, no. So, like, normal when I'm not on vacation, though.
Yeah.
In my home, I try to keep a lot of vegetables there, and like
Quinoa.
I'll put quinoa. I do have frozen quinoa. You can cook
She's
it and then
got
freeze
frozen
it.
Do you have
quinoa.
frozen
You can
quinoa?
you can cook it and then freeze it in portions and then pour it into dishes.
We're going to know so much about quinoa when we're done with these podcasts.
Seriously, like
Yeah.
I know what it looks like. It looks like bird food.
It's good. It's
That's like the third time you said
Yeah,
that.
'cause, like, every time I go to buy it, I'm like, I'm not a bird. I'm not eating this.
I'm not a bird.
Yeah.
So you keep veggies at home.
Yeah, so like I get tons of spinach and I put it in like everything. So I'll have
That's good, actually.
I'll have a shake in the morning and I'll use Vega chocolate protein shake. So that has some like pea protein in there and shut up.
I'm so mature. I'm sorry, guys.
I know. It's okay. We'll talk about Hot Rod next or something. So funny movies. You watch Hot Rod, right? That's
Oh, yeah, we've
sense
watched
of,
Hot
That's
Rod.
that sense of humor too.
Yeah.
No, like the vegetable pea.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounded bad too. I'll stop. It's great. It has vegetables in it. Vegan protein.
Okay,
It's
vegan
good.
protein.
Oh,
I've got to ask, though, you were
my
mentioning...
mom's gonna be so ashamed of me. Just
Oh, no,
kidding.
she's going to love this. So you were mentioning that you had a favorite donut, because we love donuts.
Wait, I'm gonna finish the vegetable thing so people know that I don't just eat donuts.
Okay,
So you put
vegetable
spinach
thing.
in your smoothies. You can put them in quesadillas. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
And I do vegan cheese because I'm not supposed to do dairy, but I do eat a lot of dairy.
You lactose intolerant?
I don't know. I had an allergy test and it just said milk is no good. And so I can do actually like cow's milk is okay, but like ice cream and cheese kind of mess with my stomach.
Okay.
So I do vegan cheese and I like it just fine.
Oh.
I know. Don't look at me like that.
Vegan
It's good.
cheese.
I don't
Okay.
know. I couldn't tell you what's in it, but it's good. I can't do soy, so I don't do soy.
Okay.
So there's no soy in the one I get. But yeah, you can put spinach in quesadillas. So I just like sneak spinach in sandwiches.
To get your
and-
greens.
yeah. And just I rarely eat I just touched this. I rarely eat salads, really. Like maybe going out I get salads, but like I just hide greens and things. So I eat a lot of vegetables, but then I eat cookies like every day. Every day.
Yes.
So donut. I like
Here we go.
I like all donuts. Most donuts I like. They're fine. They're good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. But the donut, like the suspense, Taft, your face.
I'm really waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him.
I know.
Like,
I'm egging you on. No, okay. Apple fritters from Daylight Donuts.
Dude, yeah, that's what Taft loves. Taft
But-
loves.
Apple fritters
Wait, there's a
Not at any Daylight Donut. They're not all created equally because I've gone to
I agree.
and maybe Provo has upped their game, but a couple years ago I tried to get an apple fritter there and it was like half doughy and half burnt,
Oh, lame.
and the dough wasn't the
Disappointed.
same as Pleasant Grove. It was the weirdest thing I'm like, how do you have it undercooked and overcooked at once, like one donut? Maybe they've changed their ways. I don't know. But Pleasant Grove, the original Daylight Donuts, their apple fritters are incredible. It has like apple pie filling like in the dough.
That sounds
And like
awesome.
pie
the perfect
filling?
of spices and like, oh, it is so good. That is my go-to. That is the way to my heart. So
That sounds
just know
perfect.
that.
Note to
Mhm.
self, everyone.
Note to
The
self.
way to her heart.
Hey, men.
Amen. So speaking
Amen.
of the way to your heart, we wanted to talk just a little bit about the dating scene here in the Orem Provo area.
They
we
gave
know
me a
you
heads
have
up.
some. Yeah, we gave her a heads up. We know you have some opinions and observations about it. How do you think dating differs here from, let's say, California? How long were you in California? like grew up? How many years were you there before you moved here?
19
19
years.
Okay,
But the thing
so
is, I didn't really date in California.
you didn't really experience
Not
it
really.
there as much.
I date a lot now. Like I feel like
Nice.
as I've gotten older, I date more. I don't know. So that's cool. But it's cool. I like
That's
it.
cool.
Are you currently in love?
I
I just throw out love as if it's just like, do you like anyone? Are you guys dating someone? Are you serious with anyone?
I'm dating all the people.
That's cool, man.
I may like particular people, but I am just dating everyone right now.
I love how serious she is
No,
about it.
I'm
I'm
like, how do I stay vague in my life?
Stay
I like-
vague.
She's dating everyone.
I like
but-
people, but I date everyone right now.
Okay.
Which is great. It's an adventure in and of itself.
Yeah,
So-
totally. So what bothers you about dating here? I'd like to hear
Here
your
we
opinions
go.
on that.
Ooh. So, the one thing that like,
Just
well,
go for it. Just
okay.
go
So when
for
I
it.
don't know. I actually dating is okay.
You're having good.
I don't-
You're having good experiences with dating.
Well, yes and no. It's fun. I used to hate dating, and I'm getting used to it because I just approach it like I'm getting to know new people,
Mhm.
and that's fun. That makes it fun. I have been on dates where guys, you can tell they just want a wife, and then they like block me on everything afterwards because they know that I'm not that. Like I didn't do anything. Like it was like okay, there's a particular situation. And then we met on the mutual dating app. It's like dating app for Mormons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so,
love
like,
that app. that
You
I
could
don't
tell
use.
he's like Peter Priesthood.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but like he asked me on a date. So I was like, okay, like there's like, I would like to just get to know this person. He had an interesting career. And so it was cool.
He had a good mutual bio.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. He seemed cool. We had some things in common. So I was like, yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But he kind of, some of the things he said looking back, I'm like, yeah, he was just looking for a wife. Because then I texted him later and I was going to just be like, oh, hey, like I took some of your business advice. I heard nothing. I went on Mutual and he had like unmatched me, which is, have you guys used Mutual or any like Tinder
I
or whatever?
haven't. Tyler's soiree in that a little
Because
bit.
it's kind of
I
fun
hate
to
it.
have like, I know. It's kind of fun to be able to see like, oh, look at all the people I've matched with, like keep your list on there.
Is
And
it?
so,
You can't do that. You can't keep your list anymore.
oh yeah, well, not the list, but like you can see old, I know, I hate that.
I don't
hate
use
that.
it, by the way. I'm looking
Dude.
right at the camera. I'm not using it.
He has recently because they just changed it to take off the feature that he's talking about. Or they just added that feature. So he has recently.
Okay, you know what?
Swipe up, ladies.
You know what I do?
Swipe up on Tyler.
I only do it when I'm in the bathroom or there's a load time on my video game.
Oh, no, you're not helping your case.
Oh, I just totally got called out.
You're not helping your case.
You called yourself out.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, so, okay.
You're swiping on the toilet. Hey, ladies.
It's convenient. It's
Hey,
a
ladies.
convenient time.
Oh, man. Okay, so back to your amazing
Swipe
dating.
then wipe.
amazing
Anyway, so
dating
I don't
life.
like it when it's just like looking for a wife because I have built some good friendships,
Okay.
and
Off mutual?
yeah. Well, yeah. Like I've learned new things or gotten to know new people, and it's been
It's a
really
good
cool.
experience.
It's a good experience, yeah. So that's been good.
What do you think guys could be doing? Okay, you're in the dating scene, you sound successful. What could guys do better that they are not doing? There's a void, clearly.
Oh, I don't know.
What are we sucking at?
I think people just in general have a hard time with commitment. Not like commitment, like
Why do you think that?
uh,
I believe you totally.
because a lot of people just want NICMOs, which
oh, yeah.
for those who
yeah.
don't know stands for non-committal makeout. This might be a Mormon thing.
That's a Mormon
And
thing.
so it's just Mom, plug your ears. I've gotten I've gotten a lot of that lately. Or people you can tell that they just want that. And I'm
It's
like,
more about the physical than the
Yeah.
mental, emotional connection with that individual.
yeah. And so there's people who I'm like, you're a really cool person, but like they don't want anything more than that. And like when you get to know them, you know that like, okay, I don't like to be controversial. I think
It could be
that
controversial.
if you're just
totally
making out
can.
with whoever, then you're numbing or you're hiding, you're avoiding something, you're just not dealing with things in your life and you
Yeah.
just want to feel good and not
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
deal with it. Cause Mom, plug your ears. I've done that.
I think all of us have.
Things that I'm like, Mom, sorry I have potty humor and that I kiss boys.
I've unsuccessfully tried to numb my feelings through making out with tons of people, which I've not because it's unsuccessful. But hey, that's a way to numb your feelings. Hey, I want to numb a lot of my feelings.
Yeah.
I love to numb the crap out of my feelings.
Oh no.
No, I'm joking. Okay, so you think so? People are not committing.
Yeah.
People are not committing. They are just making out with everyone.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
And I'm kind of to the point now where I'm just like, no, like I'm still not like, I mean, I'm not going out there just to be like, find a husband, you know, like that's great. But like, I'm still in that, like, I like to date to get to know people, but I'm kind of just like, I'm over having those superficial connections, you know?
Yeah. How old are you, Allie?
I am 28.
28.
Mm-hmm.
And do you date on a weekly basis? I've just got to ask. That's awesome. That's sweet.
Usually.
Week to week.
Usually. It's one of those things where recently I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to date running.
Go for it,
I'm going to date running, actually. That's what I said.
Oh.
I'm done dating.
Okay.
I need a break. And then like, it just like naturally then picked up and I was like, this is not what I wanted. But it's been cool though. So I just try to like take it chill and not worry about it and get to know a lot of new people.
Okay.
So I just am pretty casual with it.
Do you feel that? I gotta get close to the mic.
Yeah.
Do you feel that people are taking the dating thing like too just like rushing it, like go on a date and it's just like evaluating someone for time and all eternity? Marriage. Do you think the M word's too
Prevalent?
that one?
Uh-huh.
Do you think it's that word too much here? Prevalent. I know how to speak. Do you think it's that the marriage word is too prevalent in society, or at least here, like locally?
I don't know. I don't know. I hate when people judge me by like the first date.
I hate that.
Because I feel like you don't really know someone.
It's not fair.
For a long time, but like give them 2 dates. Like if you like them at all, give them 2 dates.
Thank you. My rule is that I wish people would give to me first date, that doesn't count. Give me a second date. And then give me a hangout session.
Yeah,
give me a hangout session, because first date I'm forced to like get to know you and it's scary for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interrogation. Second date or hangout session is to get us to know. The third date is to like really see, okay, do I want to continue?
Mm-hmm.
You know, girls.
No, that's really smart.
Yeah,
have you ever done a yoga date?
Ooh.
Oh, have I?
Is them being able to do yoga and running important to you?
No.
No,
I don't know if I've ever dated someone who does yoga or like does it consistently. They've done it.
Yeah.
But
they'd be open to do it. No.
Yeah, I would like if they would be open to do it because that would be fun.
Yeah. What about running?
I like when people are active just because that's something I value in my life. But who still likes to eat desserts and things like that? You know, like I don't. Okay, but like I like someone who's chill. You know, who's not just like
open to experience, not closed off.
Yeah, but I like someone who's active. I think that's cool because that opens up a lot of things that we can do together.
That's true.
That's something I value, but they don't have to be like particularly a runner or do yoga. Those are just things that I do.
You're pretty well-rounded. Like, be active, but also eat junk food with me.
Mm-hmm.
Take on a lot of projects and be busy, but be lazy and binge watch some Netflix with me.
Yeah.
That's just very well-rounded men. Looking at you. Go after her.
And I like apple fritters
and
from
like
Daylight
fritters.
Donuts. Way to my heart.
Yeah. Like, geez, that's awesome. Well, should we do this?
What are we doing?
I just like thought I'd say that.
Wait, how long have we been going?
So long.
This is
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're gonna show you a cool video.
Okay, we still haven't talked about my yoga videos, but we'll.
Oh yeah, I swear we brought it up.
We brought it up, but then I kept changing the subject to donuts,
ask
guys. I keep changing the subject to donuts.
No, we got you on that track. We wanted to hear it. But I wanted to ask you,
good.
like, what is your purpose? Like, what do you want people to gain from engaging with you and your yoga tutorials and your business?
Well, the direction I'm going right now with these videos that I've been doing, so I'm doing a series of videos and they are to teach people how to cross-train and recover with yoga. So it's kind of catered towards people who are already pretty active, or even like, I guess it could be moms who are just on their feet all the time and who need to just balance out their body better. So it's a series of shorter videos. Like I said, attention span. So like I keep them shorter. I'm like, you can do this in 5 to 10 minutes. Just like do one of these videos. And
That's actually smart.
yeah, I really
really
like,
smart.
that's what I just do what I would do.
Yeah.
And so, and I have some that are just like a full body flow and others that are like upper body. Like if you've just been doing like upper body weightlifting, here's how to balance that out. Or if you've been running a lot, here's how to stretch after a run. But yeah, so that's kind of my focus right now, is to work, because that's where my life is right now. I'm doing 10 things, maybe not 10 things, but I'm doing a lot of things. And so that's how I use yoga right now in my personal life, is I do those shorter sessions. And also, I think you asked me earlier, like what about music when you do yoga, because you started singing.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, yeah.
So when I teach, I do more neutral music, or just calmer music. When it's my own personal practice, I'll turn on like pop music or rock music or electronic music, like alone, and I'm just like rocking out to it and doing yoga.
Interesting.
It's my secret. So when on these yoga videos, I don't have any music on the yoga videos, so you can listen to whatever your heart desires. But I would hope that people would learn how to do yoga from it, so that they can just have a home practice, or like come home from a run and know how to stretch efficiently, know what the stretch does or whatever.
And are you gonna release these videos like weekly? You're just gonna throw them all out one channel? Boom, there you go.
So
Right
I'm looking for platforms, and so I think I just found one that's like already for classes, like online, that they have a lot of classes on there. So I would just upload the videos, and I actually have a podcast that goes along with it. Right?
Very cool.
Yeah, where I interview like active people and chat about how they've used yoga or whatever it is. So I've like interviewed a dancer who teaches dance at a college. I've interviewed an ultra runner who used yoga to recover from an injury. Like those are two of my favorites. So, and I have a bunch of them, and people who have used yoga for some emotional trauma as well. So there's that aspect. So I'm going to have that just as a free podcast as soon as I get that going. And
how does one find your podcast real quick?
They don't yet.
They don't yet. So you're working on it. Okay, yeah. It's like,
so it'll be,
Yeah.
if they go to like alliebarnesactive.com,
Okay.
I just changed it from Allie Barnes Yoga to Allie Barnes Active. So either one of those, I'll have the information on there, or I'm on Instagram, Allie Barnes Active.
That's how I found you.
Yeah. So I'd have all the information on there when it's released, but I'm going to hopefully in the next couple weeks release that. The podcast will be free, but it'll go hand in hand with the videos. Yeah. And it's going to be called Strong and Gentle, because it's kind of finding that balance, Oh,
nice.
And so strongandgentleyoga.com, I think, is the URL as well. Gotcha. But there's nothing there yet. There's just like a coming soon page.
Yeah, cool.
But that's where it will be. And so it'll be a podcast that'll be free, videos online, but I'll have the longer podcast if someone really wanted to listen to me and this ultra runner nerd out about hydration for another 15 minutes. They can listen to the full thing on the paid thing. And then probably some like ebook or something to go along with it for people who prefer to read what they're doing.
That's cool. You're catering to lots of different tastes.
Yeah, I try to. And I try to make it.
As well.
Yeah, I've been working on it since December, I think. And Megan Mitchell is doing my videos, and she's just like a dream to work with. She's awesome and is just making it happen.
How often do you guys work together?
We've gotten together, I think 3 or 4 times to work on this and do videos and voiceovers and whatever. We're kind of doing it in like bunches to just like get it done.
Yeah. So you're gonna. So when can we expect this? 3 weeks. When do you think? What's the goal?
Hopefully August this month.
Okay.
This coming month. I don't know when you're releasing this, but like. So.
I'm joking.
When are you releasing this?
We're thinking September, right?
Oh, okay. So this should already be out.
Yeah.
Segments, yeah.
So alliebarnesactive.com, strongandgentleyoga.com, and it'll all be on there, and it'll be at a reasonable price. I like to try to give I aim to give a lot of value for what you pay, So I just try to pack a lot in there so it's worth time and money.
And I didn't even ask, how long have you, like when did you officially start doing yoga, like a business, like you wanted to? Where was the genesis of that? And how long you've been working on it? I
left my social work job in May 2016. So it's been just over a year. And I wasn't like full force into the yoga business because I was still finishing my certification at that time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I took my time.
Doing other things.
Yeah, I was doing 50 things. Oh, and I have a YouTube channel. So if anyone searched Allie Barnes Yoga or Allie Barnes Active, I do already have a couple like fuller practices on there for free that people can go to.
Sweet.
So really, what I like from this conversation that we just
Yeah.
is that you basically are about you decide one day like I need to do something I like. I can't just be put in this like social work job. I mean, you loved it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you need to do what you love, and you're doing it, and now you're gonna give it back to the people.
Yeah. And I love helping people. That's a big like everything I do. I try to like, social work or yoga. I just decided I wanted to kind of help people who want to be helped, and DCFS is a hard field to be in. And people don't want you to come to their door and say, like, let us help you parent your child. No one wants that, I assume. Yeah. I don't know. That's getting into tricky ground. What am I saying? I love everyone. And I just want to help people. And so this is just a great way to do it. I love it. And I wouldn't rule out social work or any kind of charity work someday or anything else, but that's just a big thing of what I do is I love helping people and making sure that people know that they're cared about and they can be happy and healthy. And because I haven't always felt that in my own life. And so I like to make sure that people know that they are good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, guys.
Any other things? I think
Any other questions before we get to this video?
The exact opposite of what you just said, basically.
I am ready for the video.
Okay. That was all our serious talk.
What kind of hamburger, while I put it up, what kind of hamburger do you like? Like, what's on your tip? What's on a good hamburger for you?
Tyler, good question. All of them.
All of them.
No, I love like fast food. Well, not all of them. Like my go-to if I'm.
What's your go-to fast food hamburger?
Probably Culver's.
Interesting.
Really?
I really
I've never
like
had a Culver's burger
before.
before.
It is good, and their fries are pretty good. They're really good too. Or like Five Guys is good. Apollo Burger.
I do like Apollo Burger. I took you to Apollo Burger.
Yeah, you did.
They're good, and the fries are good there too.
I think the pastrami made that burger.
Oh,
though,
yes.
The Apollo Burger.
Oh, that one's too big for me.
Really?
Oh,
It was the pastrami
shit.
that made. I wasn't a fan of the meat there, but
I like the pastrami.
beefy. It's really beefy.
That was funny.
But if I'm at home, though, this is where like also the hippie comes out in me. I get these. I eat veggie burgers at home. I'm not good at making meat. Like I'll eat meat if someone else makes it for me, gladly. But I'm not great at cooking meat. Or I get nervous about it. So I love these veggie burgers, and you can get them at Sprouts, and they're called Dr. Prager's.
Dr. Prager's.
Prager's, I think. And they are like super greens. So it's like, it's a green burger. It is green. Yeah,
Wow.
That base. But it's so good, and they make a lot of spices in it. So it feels like I'm getting a lot of like good things.
And you probably don't have a gut bomb after you eat it.
Yeah. I feel great. But like doing that, and I don't have buns at home because I just have regular bread.
Avoiding the carbs.
Oh, actually, that's a whole nother conversation. But
Okay. We don't have to go there unless you want to.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
That's something I've been
Maybe
thinking about.
another
I'm like,
time.
I need to eat fewer refined carbs. That's the thing.
It's just like, do I eat bread? Do I get the
I
bun?
know.
Do I put it on a hot dog bun?
Should I just put it on donut bun? Is a thing.
That's
That's a whole.
That's a thing.
It is. I've done that. Krispy Kreme donuts.
God.
Put an In-N-Out burger.
So
Replace the buns with Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow. I've never done that. That sounds
It is
intense.
good.
That sounds intense.
I did that once.
That sounds really
I did that once,
intense.
and like the kids next to me with their parents, and their parents are like replacing their buns with lettuce, and I'm here with my donuts. I'm like, you could also
Kids, I'm
put
going to teach you
donuts.
about eating healthy, but first, real quick.
balance. Yeah. No. Okay. So this veggie burger.
Yeah.
It's green burger. Got the green burger, and then you put your spinach in it, and then fried egg.
That
and
sounds
then
good.
It is good, and maybe even barbecue sauce if you're feeling it, or I don't know.
If you're feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
You can be creative with sandwiches and burgers. It is good. Anyways, but yeah, when I'm at home, I eat like the green burgers. Again, trying to get as many greens in to balance out all of the junk that I eat.
She just saw the opening for the video. She's
Yeah.
like, "What
She's
is
like,
this?"
what is this? You guys ready? Are we ready
Uh-oh.
for this?
Okay, anyways.
Do you have it up?
Burgers
I
are
have
great.
it. I have it.
Burgers
Well,
are
now we
great.
know that
Burgers and
you're
donuts.
pretty easily going with the burgers and the donuts.
Mhm.
Men, get on that.
Let's work up our appetite
I'm
by
like-
watching this.
I'm the perfect woman.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
I believe it. All right. All right. Just from
Okay.
this, what do you think's gonna happen, Allie?
He's gonna it's gonna be a Hall of Fame trampoline fails. Just kidding, that's what it says on the
Oh,
title.
I was like
Trampoline fail. I'm guessing those are pretty wide springs. He's gonna somehow fall through those springs. Or his head's gonna, or her, I can't tell, it's a blur right now.
Well, let's figure that
Pretty
out.
good, yeah.
Wait, are people watching this too?
You were so right.
No, I said springs, not the whole trampoline.
Oh, that was still good.
Wait, are people
Yeah, that
watching
was
this
good.
too on the thing?
Oh yeah, they will.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Just put this.
He's up pretty high.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
what
ready?
kind of a trampoline is that?
Why is it not playing? There we go.
Oh. It's painful to watch.
Oh man.
Why would you do that?
What was she thinking?
Oh.
Oh, these are some dumb This is like a bad. Oh.
Mommy's upset.
I know.
about that
That's my
one.
first thought. I'm like, their mom is gonna kill them.
Gosh dang it, Daryl. Dang it. Real. Oh.
That didn't look like it felt very good.
That was actually good.
Oh.
That was like tailbone.
Oh, ow.
Man, did all they do is jump?
Yeah.
How are these things breaking?
Those are really bad trampolines. Oh, okay,
Oh.
this guy.
Oh, no.
This guy's on a scooter. I give him props. That's creative.
Yeah, scooter.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, his name is Daryl.
Daryl.
Hold on. You see that real quick? You look at it. Look at the camera. Like, he's like, what? Like he didn't realize he just did something wrong. Well, what's that thing? It's like oh,
That was actually awesome.
yeah.
That reminded me of the slow-mo guys. There's a video where they pop a balloon like that. What
Where do
is
you
that
even
on
get
top?
one?
Oh, that was cool.
These aren't fails.
Where do you even get one of those? That is cool.
The biggest water balloons ever. Oh, dude, this girl. Oh.
The
With his
kid laughing.
sunglasses on. Oh, what?
Okay.
Oh, why?
What was the end goal? Oh, homeboy. Homie.
Homie.
Oh.
The spring's off.
Fail Army, everyone. If you want some good stuff, go check out Fail Army.
Maybe you should start trampoline yoga. I don't know if that's
No.
possible.
Oh, do you think
In
that-
midair,
I-
like posing?
Yeah.
I don't need to be one of these videos.
Yeah, maybe not.
Although, I have tried to do yoga poses while scuba diving.
Oh, well, scuba diving.
Yo,
Mhm.
chill, Shalissa.
You have to weigh yourself down a lot. We had to put a lot of weights in your belt so that you don't float up.
Yeah, oh,
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
I would
It's
drown.
pretty-
I would drown.
it's pretty anticlimactic.
anti-climbing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do yoga and I keep floating and I'm like,
Do you have pictures of that on your Instagram?
I don't think so. It was a couple.
That would have
years
been
ago.
interesting. I don't think
It would have been interesting. It's just it sounds cooler than it is.
Than it is.
You're just trying to stay underwater.
Sweet.
But I have done that. I can say I've done that.
That's sweet though.
Mhm.
Like who else? I've done yoga.
underwater.
Underwater.
No, yoga on land, please. Done it on water.
We're way beyond that now.
Well, Allie, thanks so much for being on our show.
Thanks for having me. This has been an awesome conversation.
We went everywhere.
We did.
We did.
We went everywhere.
You know so much about me now.
We do.
So-
Well, we're gonna end this in 3, 2, 1. Oh crap! I didn't end it actually. My bad.
You should sing us out.
Oh, no.